So I've painted the background in black. It's a black texture paste, but I just used it as a paint. And now I'm coming in with some Lumiere by Jacquard. And I'm using a Tim Holtz ink blender just to dab the paint on the surface. I don't want it to go down into the cracks. I just want the paint to be on the very top layer. So I'm coming in with some fairly random colours, and I keep doing that until I've got the effect that I like. I've chosen to just sort of blend the colours randomly over the surface rather than colour in set areas. So once I've done that to my satisfaction, I need to go in on the very edge of the frame, and for that I use a gold texture paste. It's easier to do with the sponge tool than it is to do with a brush on the surface because you're less likely to go over the paint job. So for the sides, I just go in with a traditional brush, a fairly stiff one, to make the sides nice and gold rather than the black that they are now, just to finish it off. So here's on the left the old one that we did with the missing pieces. The one on the right is the one with the pieces filled in, and I think it looks pretty good. I did go in afterwards and retouch the top left section because I discovered it didn't have quite as much paint as it should, but other than that it remained unchanged. Once the paint had dried, I saw a couple of little areas of the black where some metallic paint had got on, so I just used a very fine artist brush to fill it in with the same black paint that I'd used to start with. This is the gold texture paste that I used. It was bought in Lidl as part of a set, and the black came from the same range. And this is the set of Lumiere paints that I've used to do the actual colouring part. They're available in a set of 9 colours, some of which are colour shifting and the rest are pearlized. So I've gone back to my first cut and I'm doing a little experiment. I'm putting on a layer of triple thick, and this is a very thick varnish, as you can see. It's a high gloss varnish, and I just wanted to see what the result would be. So on this sample piece I tried a couple of different finishes, and up here I actually put a hard acrylic nail gel. That doesn't have much of a gloss to it though. On here I think I got the best result. This is where I put the triple thick, and I don't know if you can see it in this light. Hang on a second. Let me get another lamp and see if putting this light on will help you see the gloss. Maybe, maybe not. Just about see it, I guess. But it gives it a little extra sort of rounding on it, and it makes it look a little like an enamel. And on a couple of petals down here I just put some normal gloss varnish. Yeah, it adds a little something, I guess, but not overly noticeable. So those are a few things that you could possibly do with this sort of finish. And yeah, I mean, you could just spray it all with a gloss varnish, but then you'd end up with a glossy back as well, which I don't think I would actually want. But the one that I have finished painting today is this one, and I know the camera doesn't pick up the pearlescent and colour shifting changes of these things, but it does look pretty spectacular when I'm actually holding it. And in artificial light, when you know all the lights are on in the evening, I think it will look even better. So that's it.